Welcome to Fresh Fishing. I'm Wayne.
I'm Foxy.
And today we've got a review of the ND bait boat.
ND bait boat 2.
Does, baby, does.
That's right. Before we actually get into the bait boat itself, it's worth noting when you buy one of these bait boats, you ain't just buying the bait boat. When you buy it, you're going to have to get some add-ons for it straight away, pretty much.
You're just going straight into the add-ons.
We're going to have to, because I feel like I bought it, or we bought it, and then I was like reading into it. Oh, I need a bag for it. I need a different battery.
Just a few more accessories.
Because the batteries that you get with it that come out of the box, you get one and it's not very big, that kind of thing. So we thought we'd go into the accessories first quickly, and then we'll take you over the bait boat, what we think of it, because there's plenty of other reviews out there about the bait boat, but it's just our opinion.
It's our take. It's our take on the ND bait boat. Does.
We've been using it for all week. We're on Thursday now in France, so yeah, we're just going to give you a little insight into what we think about it. Yeah. But starting off with this,
lift it up,
lovely bag. Let's zoom it in. Is that in focus?
Focus, Jimmy, focus. It's not focused.
It's not focusing, but that is a bait boat bag from Midwater. So Midwater is a company based, I think they're over in Lancashire, and all the stuff is made within the UK, and they were kind enough to send us one of these awesome ND2 bait boat bags. So yeah, basically I went on a ND Facebook group, and I was looking for bags, and a lot of people were shouting out Midwater. So checked them out, and we thought, let's go for a Midwater bag.
Because obviously it doesn't come with a bag.
It does not come with a bag.
It should do, really.
Probably.
But it doesn't.
But the bag's decent. You've got a big pocket here, which is big enough to hold that in. So that goes in there nicely. Push that in. And then inside you've got loads of space. Obviously you can store stuff within.
It's a big boat, isn't it?
It's a big boat, and it's a big bag.
Yeah. But not only did they send us a bag.
Yeah, they sent us a little ground sheet underneath.
They also sent us this, which you can pin down to the deck.
Keep your bait boat all nice and tidy.
Yeah, I guess if you're in a sloppy, muddy swim, that's pretty handy, isn't it? Oh, do you know what you could use that for? Because we haven't used it to put our boat on.
We haven't. We like to get it dirty.
Mate, you could stick that in your bivvy. You know, it's like
a mat. Mat. It is worth saying as well. Midwater do actually do a lot of bespoke stuff. So I know they do like bespoke ground sheets and all sorts of stuff. So definitely, we'll put a link in the description for their website. Definitely check them out. Well worth a look.
Helped us out, didn't they?
Massively. So after Midwater, let's go on to the battery. So the battery that you get out of the box
is from.
This is from ND.
ND.
So that's the one that you get out of the box, and it is only, does it say what it is? 5.2 AH. So that's a pretty small battery. It's not going to last you very long.
It's not going to last long, yeah. Especially when you're like us, you're using one boat for 4 to 6 rods. So AL Technologies sorted us out with a battery that's pretty much double the size, isn't it?
So you can see, I can't really see the boat there, but you can see this bit here. That's where the battery runs, and that would obviously be half of it. But AL Technologies has sorted us one that literally runs the whole length of the boat, and it is it like 14 AH, something like that? Basically, it's at least double the size of this, and it lasts a hell of a lot longer. But that's the information sheet that you get with the battery. Yeah, it's 14.8 volts, 14,000 mAh. There's a picture of the battery there.
Yeah, it's all on there, the specification. So yeah, if you do get a bigger battery for this boat from AL Technology,
there's the battery.
They give you like loads of kind of notes on it, how to use it, how best to use it, and whatnot. So proper bit of kit.
Decent.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, you can detail your boat. So you can see we've got all these little blue details.
Pimp your boat, can't you?
Yeah. So these were got from a guy on Facebook called, was it Cal's Bait Boat Mods, I think. You've even got the back.
So you can get all different colours, can't you?
Yeah, you can. And he just sends you them in the post. I think they're about 40 quid.
Stick those on, don't you?
Super glue,
Glue those on.
Glue them on.
The ND
These
tackle.
pop out.
Yeah. And then these are obviously screws for taking the lid off for the battery.
Get in the battery. But what is really helpful about that is the screws that come with the boat, you need an Allen key. Obviously these screws you can actually use with your thumb, so it is worth doing.
Yeah.
And that's all the little shout outs that we've got for everybody. But then also one more one just for ND is this for the remote.
It's like a little skin, isn't it, for the remote?
Little skin for the remote, because apparently they're not very good in the water. So got one of them, that goes on there, and then it makes sure that your remote's not going to get.
Whilst we're talking about the remote, right, we're going to go into what we love about the boat, because there's plenty that we love.
Yeah.
But what are we not that keen on?
When you're using this, the joystick, I guess it is, isn't it? It's a little bit too sensitive. So yeah. The minute you like kind of one direction, the boat really starts veering, and then you change it back and it'll start veering again. So that is quite tricky, I would say, to get used to doing it. When we're laughing because when we're driving the boat out, it's literally going like that.
Yeah, like we like.
It's not a straight line.
Drunk captains.
Exactly.
But I think what would be a really great feature, similar to what the Actor boatman bait boat has, is when you hold the joystick forward for a certain amount, a few seconds, it automatically then just starts going forward without you needing to push.
Yeah.
If that had that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So then you're not having to mess on left, right, hopefully.
I guess the counter to that is, I think, like we said, they obviously do the autopilot, which you can upgrade to. So
200 quid.
If you do the 200 quid, then you wouldn't need it all, because once you've set your spot,
press a button and
boom,
off it goes.
Straight to it, isn't it?
Yeah. But that is pretty much the only negative that we've got.
Yeah. Other than that, we've absolutely.
Also, though, there is another negative. So I apologise. Sorry, Andy. It takes a while to connect to the GPS, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. So we're going to put a video up on screen, which shows that. We'll probably speed it up because it does take a while. What we would say with doing that is turn your boat on, turn your remote on, load up the app, and just let it sit there for a little bit. So before you're going to put your rods up, maybe do that like 5 minutes before. We're saying it takes a while because we're literally ready to put the rigs into the boat. Whereas if you do 5 minutes before, leave it, let it sort it out, and then it'll be sorted as soon as you come to it. And all it is it's just waiting for the little arrow to turn up on the lake, which is the boat itself. So then you can obviously set your spots and stuff.
Yeah.
But we will put a video up on screen showing how to load the spots, because we made the mistake of setting a load of spots, not saving it, because you need to go to the spots area and click save and then name it. We put them out, thought it was saved, closed the app, came back to it, no spots. So don't make that mistake.
Yeah, so we had to do it all over again.
We did.
And then actually do it correctly.
Yeah.
Right, what do we love about it?
It's a bit of a tank, isn't it? You can obviously put 2 rigs in. You can put 3 if you wanted to use the hook mechanism at the back, which we haven't tried yet. But yeah, the ability to do 2 rigs at once is
big for us, because especially when we're out in France like we are now, and we're always kind of doubled up on a bivvy.
Yeah.
And we've got, if there's space, we've got 6 rods. If not, 4 rods. Putting out 4 rods with one bait boat can be quite time consuming. So being able to stick them both 2 rods in one boat saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
Saves a lot of time, yeah.
But the biggest shout out for this boat goes to finding those spots and saving them for you.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lifesaver.
It is.
When you're on the bank for a week, or listen, even 24, 48 hours, and you found your spot, you want to keep kind of putting bait out there on the same spot. You're doing it with this boat. So.
And also the lake we're fishing, very weedy. Start of the week we were fishing a lot more in the clear spots, so having the ability to know that spot is a clear spot is great. Later in the week we've kind of just started to fish in the weed using helicopter setups, but yeah, having those clear spots and knowing that you're in a clear spot on that spot is valuable.
Just knowing that
it's valuable.
It's valuable. So yeah, if you want to save up to 8 to 10 spots, not that you'd probably need to, but it's just nice to have them.
But the beauty of it is, like I said to you, if you come back to this lake, or let's say you go to your local syndicate or whatever lake you fish on the regular, you go to a swim, you find some spots in that swim. Next time you go back to that swim, you've got them spots saved that you can instantly just go back to, which it's an edge, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh God! Oh!
That killed it.
Wasp problems. It's worth saying as well, when you stick the lights on it, dead bright. Like you can see it really well at night, can't you?
Yeah.
That's
They are big, chunky lights.
big lights.
Them,
That's what I'd say about the Actor is a bit of a negative, that the light is
Very small.
quite small. Like it is tricky to see. But this, you got two
get what you pay for, don't you?
big floodlights, and yeah, it's quality. It's worth saying, obviously, we've not upgraded and got the autopilot. We've literally just used it on the GPS, driven out to the spots, dropped it. But I think a lot of people get a bit of a misconception about that, thinking that you need to upgrade it. You don't. You can just buy it. We've paid $5.50 for it, and then we've just used it on the GPS, and it does pretty much the same
Which is
job.
working.
It just
means you have to manually do it. That's
you've got
all.
to do it. That's it. So,
but all in all, 10 out of 10. Like, I know we've got a few negatives there, but it has been a game changer for us on this trip.
it's been unbelievable.
Hasn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit of a chunky beast compared to the Actor, what we're used to, but having all that space in there to fill it up with bait and stuff, it is absolutely quality. Absolutely class.
It's probably like gives you 4 times the amount of bait you can put out.
You can get a lot of bait in
comparison to the Actor. So
yeah,
we've moved on up, baby.
we have up with the NDs.
But as always, listen, if you like the video, if it was a bit of an insight for you, you're looking for a boat and we've helped you find one, then that's what we do it for. But as always, click that like button. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to go and do. Click the alarm bell so you get notified for the next time we put out new content.
And
you could actually win one of these, potentially, in Fresh Carp Comps.
that's it.
Head over to www.freshfishing.co.uk, see what's available. Cheap tickets, go and win yourself a prize like this.
That's it. See you in the next one.
See you soon.